What's up, guys? Thanks for tuning back into another episode of Bronco Adventures. You came back. This is like a few times now. Hit the subscribe button. It'll make it easier. Hit the little bell thing. It'll tell you when we put videos on. On this episode today, we find ourselves in Pocatello, Idaho, doing some visiting to family. And we got a local powder coater down here that's going to do our wheel rings for us in a different color. Stay tuned to the end to find out what color that is. So we're traveling. I don't have all my tools. We're not in the shop. So we went down to our local Harbor Freighter, as I like to call it, Freiber Hart, use it once, return it kind of thing. We bought ourselves a professional Torx bit set. Professional. That's right. If I can do it, you can do it. So reading online, we weren't exactly sure what we needed because some people were saying that it's Torx Plus, whatever that means, or it's just regular Torx. So we went cheap and just bought the regular Torx. Made more sense. Online, everybody was saying that it was the Torx T45 is what you'll need. So also, everybody talking online, only use a ratchet to take these bolts out. They're galling up the threads, they're getting stuck, they're breaking off. But a ratchet, even though it'll break it loose, that's slow. So I think we might do a couple with our ratchet and then upgrade her to power tools. It only seems right to be able to do the job a little bit quicker, get these things off and get them down to our powder coater. But we'll take one off and see how it actually works. We'll start with the spare. So we've taken a few bolts out of our spare tire ring here. One thing we've noticed is from the factory, they're putting some form of a Loctite, if you will, on the threads. So maybe that is why it's recommended to only remove them with a ratchet to slowly spin that out. But is what we found is as soon as this thing breaks free, it just spins right out of there. Maybe the guys that were having problems, maybe it was an earlier model. Here again, this is a 22, so maybe they've changed something along that side of it. I think definitely when we go to put these back on, we'll use just a ratchet to get them tight enough to where they're tight, and then we'll come through and torque them all down. But to take them out, I don't think it is a problem to use a power drill once you've got them broke loose. So that's what we've been doing, is just simply coming in with our ratchet, popping it loose. Once you get it just a couple turns out, got just a couple left on here, then we switch over to our drill and it takes them right out. I don't think I would use an impact driver on it, only for the sake of your banging on those threads. You don't want to be doing that, so we just got a standard drill. But as soon as you get it broke free, it just comes right on out. Here again, I think when we reinstall them, I don't want to use this, but we can use the ratchet to get them all snug down. And just like that, your wheel ring comes right off. Wow, if the Bronco could talk right now, he'd probably be like, "Don't look at me, I'm hideous. I feel ugly." But as soon as we get these powder coated up, I think that it'll give it a whole new look. I believe these are only painted from the factory. I don't think that they're powder coated, but we'll find out when they get sandblasted. And just like that, once your last bolt's out, grab onto this guy and it comes right off. Take it off, set it in the pile, and let's do some more. So we got this one popped off of our driver's front. We did find that we already do have a couple scratches in them. So this does justify why we're taking them off and going to be powder coating them. That ring right there is really susceptible to rocks or something getting in there and scratching it. But I think this does tell us that these are only painted. So once we get them powder coated, they'll hold up to a lot more. Very next day, and we just got back from Premier Powder Coatings. We've got our wheel rings ready to go back on. Question I have for you guys, did you do the thing? Did you go in the comments? Did you guess what color? Because if not, I'll wait. Did you do it yet? Come on. Just go guess. It's that simple. Just type it in there. Okay, good job. Thanks for doing that. So, guys, if you guessed that we were going with white, you are right. So, definitely looks much better than just a solid black wheel ring. So, fresh powder coating on there. It's still even warm. They called us immediately when they were done and said, hey, we got you good to go. So, let's throw these on. I think it's going to look sweet. One thing to note, there's this notch out in here. That's where your valve stem goes. So find where that is. Make sure you line it up so you don't have to do it multiple times. And boom, just like that. Much better than that factory look. So before you start putting all the bolts back in the wheels, definitely going to want to get yourself some anti-seize. Wherever you can find it, get some. These aluminum wheels and aluminum bolts, you don't want to take a chance of stripping them off in there. So wherever you can find that, get yourself some. Put a little bit of anti-seize on there and get this guy started in. I'm gonna get it started by hand, and then I think we're just gonna go all the way around with our ratchet with our T45 Torx bit on there. Remember, that professional one, Fraber Hart. Self-proclaimed professional here. Righty-tighty, lefty-loosey. And there's about 100 of them. So, just like that. Movie magic. Look at that, guys. I think that looks fantastic. The black ring was really cool looking, but that just sets it off that much more. Matching our paint color, I think that's the best decision that we've made yet. Let's get to putting the other ones on. Tell all the Bronco gals how easy this is.
Super easy, even for me.
That's saying a lot. Looks good. Definitely did it in right color, I think.
Yep.
And just like that, guys, we've made an affordable change to this Bronco that wasn't terribly hard to do, but affected the overall appearance of this rig. Huge thanks to our guys over at Premier Powder Coating in Pocatello, Idaho. I don't know about you. It might look good in the garage, but let's look at it from a distance. Let's do some mood shots. That was awesome. Again, I can't tell you how pleased we are with this small but huge upgrade all at the same time. So, just like you guys know, anybody that does us right, we're doing them right, and we're advertising on our back tailgate. Recently, we went to Beaver, Utah. So, we heart Beaver. It's pretty cool. But, Premier Powder Coating, you're getting a spot on our 2022 Bronco. Boom, right there, guys. We'll have their information down in the link of this video. If you ever need any powder coating stuff taken care of, give those guys a call if you're in the area. Thanks again. Remember, get off the couch and go start your own adventure.
Bronco Adventures.